Hello, and welcome back to If These Old Beasts Could Talk. Now, I need to preface this YouTube video by saying I sit on railroad footage like a chicken sits on an egg. And by that, what I mean is that I take railroad videos all the time, some of which I simply don't post in the moment and forget about. This is kind of a problem, because it leads to videos like my one railroad crossing video, where that is probably the worst example of footage of that crossing that I have. Now, all that said, I have another video which I discovered recently from back way before I had this YouTube channel, about 4 years ago, where I took a video of that railroad crossing in the daylight, and at the same time as I took a video of that railroad crossing from the 1960s with teardrop bells and an unupgraded USNS crossing on one side, 3 Ann Arbor Railroad GP35s came by, now owned by Great Lakes Central, and I think it makes for, as I describe it, the most 1960s video I have in my collection of footage. Now, that video right there, I have to say, it's just really nice. And so I decided that I would find a place to post it and a way to incorporate it into my channel. And I figured that the sort of chill vibe narration in the beginning was a decent way to do that. I just didn't have a medium before now because I didn't have this beautiful footage of where the Howell Depot, the original Howell Depot from the 1870s, used to sit in the rain. So now that I have that footage right there, and I have this ability to narrate in the beginning without a giant red towel in front of me, I'll get into the video. And I'm sorry, my finger does come into the frame a little bit. I was a bad cameraman, but I feel like this video is pretty enjoyable. I'm gonna play it right now. So this is crossing 280E on the Great Lakes Central Railroad line. And something interesting I just found out, this crossing is actually missing its model and number plate. This is Great Lakes Central Railroad. One of the locals near me. Well, not really a local, it's a class 2. But it's about how that runs. This is actually, coincidentally, on the same street as the fire hydrant I was promised. There's a really old bell up here. This is a Union Switch and Signal teardrop bell, along with the Union Switch and Signal lights. They carry flammable gas through here. know what you're thinking. The amateur photography and the talking was a little brutal even for me. However, it was about relevant information. Said relevant information, I am promised a fire hydrant up the road, but I might have some problems getting it due to some dynamic shifts with the city. But also, the crossing was missing its number plates. They fixed that as of late, but they were missing for quite a while because some ruffians, I believe, took them off the crossing. Anyway, that's not really much more I want to discuss. More so, I want to discuss the weird movement that was going on. There were two guys riding shove on the back of a Liquids car, and that's unusual. Usually the Liquids cars are stood off by a car full of either sand or just full of something else. So that leads me to believe there was a switching operation going on further up the road at the Grand River Bridge. And I would have liked to catch that, but I didn't. I went home, I got tired, and I still maintain that this video is probably one of the most 1960s and probably one of the coolest videos that I caught at that crossing. Anyway, this has been If These Old Beasts Could Talk, and I'd really prefer if you use these next few seconds as sort of your YouTube checkpoint. History is all around us, but calm is too. And sometimes, calm is what people need. See you around.